The night slides down the buildings like spilled wine, slow and heavy, staining everything it touches. The air tastes of brass and memory, and the city hums a tune that no one wrote. Every alley breathes in blue minor, every window glows like a silent stage light. I walk alone, coat collar up, the rhythm of my steps blending into the hush. The pavement glistens like a vinyl record, each puddle spinning back a reflection of the past. A car passes, bassline low, steady, and I swear the sound syncs with my heartbeat. The street lamp flickers, somewhere a trumpet cries softly, its voice bending like it's remembering something. The wind carries it thin, trembling honest, it feels like an apology that came too late. There's a club still open down the block, its sign flickering in tired neon blue velvet. I push the door and step into warm smoke, wraps around me like an old melody. The room breathes in sync with the drums, the piano hums, the bass murmurs, and every face looks bold, lost and found. The singer stands near the mic, eyes closed, glass in hand. Her voice slides like silk soaked in bourbon. It doesn't reach for high notes, it drifts slow and intimate, like a secret meant only for those still awake. She sings of love that never came home, of letters burned, of perfume on old coats. And I realize she isn't singing for us, she's singing for herself, for the quiet ache that keeps her alive. Every syllable falls like a raindrop on the soul. I take a seat by the bar, the bartender nods, pours without asking. He knows what kind of night this is, the kind that doesn't need words, only rhythm. The glass is cool, the liquid warm, the moment infinite behind the smoke. I see her, the one I once knew, not the singer, but the memory behind her eyes. The echo of someone who used to hum in tune with me. We were both melody once, bright, reckless, alive, but music doesn't stay, it fades, it morphs, it hides between the beats. Now she's just another note I keep hearing when it rains. The band leans deeper into the groove, the bass walks slow, the drums brush the silence. The pianist's left hand finds melancholy and makes it sound like desire. Everything moves together yet nothing holds still. That's the truth of jazz, it teaches you how to lose beautifully. The room sways in amber light, a couple dances near the corner, their shadows long and trembling. They move like they've forgiven each other but haven't said it yet, and that too is music. I close my eyes and let the rhythm take me. Every note is a street I've walked before, every pause a memory I never finished. She once said music is the only thing that knows how I feel. I didn't understand then, now sitting here in this soft chaos of sound I do. Outside the rain returns like tapping syncopated, it joins the music seamlessly as if the city itself decided to play along. The street becomes percussion, the wind a bass line, the night an endless composition. The singer finishes her song, the last note hovers fragile as breath. No one claps, we just let it hang there, suspended between sound and silence, because breaking it would feel like a sin. She opens her eyes, meets mine across the dim light, and for a heartbeat we both recognize something. A rhythm, a regret, a memory still swaying inside the chest. Then it's gone, the moment dissolves into the chatter, into the clinking of glasses, into the slow reset of time. But that's what jazz does best, it makes the fleeting feel eternal. I leave the bar quietly, the door slides shut behind me, and the street greets me with cool air. rain glistens on the asphalt. Each droplet a pulse of the song still playing inside. The city stretches wide and alive, breathing, swinging, forgiving. I light a cigarette, the smoke curls upward, draws shapes in rhythm. Somewhere a siren wails in perfect pitch. Somewhere someone is laughing out of key, and it all fits, it all swings. As I walk, I hum the tune she left behind. It's incomplete, but maybe that's the point. The best songs never end, they linger, haunting the space between what was and what could be. The night fades pale, dawn plays its own quiet chords, soft and slow. The sky blushes and I can hear the rhythm changing again. I take one last look back at the bar, the neon still humming, and whisper to no one, play it again. 'Cause even when it's over, the groove remains. It always remains in the smoke, in the silence, in the way we keep walking to the rhythm of something we'll never name, but always feel.
Night folds itself into the rhythm of the rain, soft as brush cymbals on the edge of memory. I walk through streets still warm from yesterday. My shoes whisper into puddles that shimmer like ghosts. The world feels half awake, like a saxophonist warming up before the song begins. Somewhere a record spins in a room I'll never see. An upright bass walks slow, filling the silence between my thoughts. A muted trumpet sighs through an open window, the kind of note that aches for no one and everyone at once. It reminds me of your voice when you said my name, low, uncertain, perfectly human. I light a cigarette, I won't finish. Watch the smoke dancing 6-8 times. The wind carries fragments of old conversations, laughter, regrets. The sound of taxis cutting through puddles like syncopation. The city is a band, and I am the silence between notes. Every shadow stretches like a melody unresolved. The lamplight hums faintly, and I wonder if jazz was ever about music at all, or if it was about this, the space between what we feel and what we can't say. You taught me that once, on a night painted in whiskey tones. Your eyes were a kind of rhythm, pulling me off balance, keeping me swinging just to stay close. Now I walk alone but still in tempo. The world around me improvises, every passing stranger a chord, every glance a blue note. The rhythm never asks permission, it just takes you, spins you once and leaves before the measure ends. A coffee shop door open, steam, laughter, the sound of a piano in the back room. Someone hums softly, the kind of hum that doesn't belong to a song yet. It's like they're searching for a melody that hasn't been written but already exists. That's how it feels when I think of you. Something half remembered, half invented, completely alive. I sit by the window watching reflections ripple through glass and steam. The city is tired but graceful like an old musician who knows the beauty of every wrong note. The world doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to swing. My mind drifts to the night we danced danced on the rooftop under a cracked blue moon. You said nothing but your steps spoke like a bass line. Steady, patient, alive. I remember how your fingers tapped my shoulder, not to guide but to sink. And I remember thinking, this must be what eternity feels like. A slow groove that never resolves, never dissolves, no, 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 no. Spilling across the skyline. The drummer in the sky shift tempo. The rain becomes lighter, the beat less certain. I finish my cold coffee, and my reflection in the glass looks like someone who almost learned how to let go. The rhythm follows me out the door, trailing behind like perfume. A regret, every step I take is an echo, a memory pressed into pavement. The city hums its endless tune, part heartbeat, part machine, part longing, too proud to admit its name. I walk through it all, half dreaming, half syncopated. At the crosswalk I meet a sax player with eyes like unfinished songs. He plays for no one, just the dawn in himself. The melody spills like confession, raw, improvised, honest. I close my eyes and let it wash through me. The sorrow, the swing, the surrender. It's not sadness, it's truth with a rhythm. The tune fades before the light turns green. He nods once like a man who understands that beauty never needs an audience. I smile, step into the morning traffic, and the city absorbs me again. I realize I don't miss you anymore, not because I've forgotten, but because you've become part of the rhythm. The way the breeze moves through curtains, the pulse beneath my ribcage when the bass drops low. You exist in every groove now, in every offbeat that makes life feel human. The day opens slow and the skyline gleams like brushed brass. Somewhere behind me the sax begins again, softer this time like forgiveness. I let the sound carry me down the block, past the bakery, past the street lights still flickering from the night before. The city exhales and I finally understand. The groove isn't something you find, it's something you fall into when you stop trying to lead. It's the space you leave open for the unknown, for the notes that might not fit but still belong. And as the morning takes hold, I hum under my breath a quiet tune without words, a song shaped like a heartbeat. It swings slow, it breathes deep, and somewhere I think you'd smile, because it finally sounds like peace.
The night exhales slowly, as if the sky itself is tired of holding secrets. Streetlights hum in a language only the lonely understand. The air tastes like memory, faint, bittersweet, and familiar. I walk without a map, shadows trailing like half-forgotten verses. Each step folds in a rhythm, soft kicks of the heart aligning with the beat of the earth. It's that hour when even time feels sleepy, when the world is quieter but more honest. A piano leaks through a cracked window, not perfect, not rehearsed, just someone playing because silence is heavier than sound. The melody drifts through my chest, finding the parts of me that never learned to rest. The city's asleep, but not dead beneath the hum of power lines. There's a pulse that never stops. Taxi lights crawl like tired fireflies, searching for stories to carry home. I pass an empty cafe, chairs turned upside down. The ghost of laughter still caught in the air somewhere. Someone fell in love here and somewhere else someone let go. Every street holds both the beginning and the end. The air's cool enough to clear my thoughts, warm enough to keep me from breaking. I take a deep breath and the world slows, every inhale sinking with the snare of a distant drum. It's strange how rhythm finds you even when you're not listening. A saxophone curls through the night like smoke, low, intimate and perfectly human. The notes rise and fall like breathing, hesitant, trembling, alive. They remind me that everything beautiful is also fragile. The beat under my feet feels like the sound of moving on, not running, not escaping, just drifting forward like a thought too tired to finish itself. I think of faces that faded into yesterday, names I no longer say out loud. They exist now in rhythms and dreams like loops I can't delete. Maybe that's what healing is, not forgetting but changing the tempo. A flicker of blue spreads across the clouds. The night begins to loosen its grip, and I feel time stretch between what was and what's next. I'm suspended in the in-between, a jazz chord unresolved. Someone said the dawn always forgives, but I think it just listens. It doesn't erase, it absorbs all the noise, the ache, the laughter, turns it into quiet light. My breath fogs the air like smoke from a dream. The wind carries faint traces of old songs, melodies that once made sense. Now they just hum softly in the background, like memories playing on low volume. The rhythm shifts again, bassline thick and patient, a slow heartbeat echoing through empty streets. I walk with it, shoulders loose, eyes half closed. It's not music anymore, it's movement, it's prayer, it's proof that I'm still here. A newspaper flutters across the road, a page about futures that never happened. Somewhere a phone rings unanswered. The world's full of tiny solos no one hears but me. The city smells like rain before it happens, the promise of something cleansing. I tilt my head to the sky and the first drop hits like a cymbal crash, gentle, inevitable. Soon the rhythm changes again, raindrops replacing hi-hats, 1,000 small beats falling in time. My hoodie's damp, my thoughts lighter. There's freedom in not hurrying. Every street corner feels like a verse, every light flicker like a note improvised just for me. I'm not lost, I'm just between songs. The rain thickens and puddles ripple like bass strings plucked slow. My reflection dances, blurry and alive. It doesn't matter who I was an hour ago. In this groove I'm infinite and small at once. horizon blushes faint gold. Dawn leaks into the cracks of the city, turning concrete into something tender. Birds improvise their melody. Early taxis add percussion. It's not chaos, it's creation. I stop at a corner store, buy a black coffee, and a breath of quiet steam rises, curling around my fingers like unfinished thoughts. It tastes bitter, but in a way that wakes the soul. The shopkeeper hums a tune older than names, half asleep, half divine. It feels like grace, the ordinary kind that jazz always understood. Outside the world stretches, I can feel morning building its rhythm. Steady, forgiving, alive. Cars start their engines, windows glow awake. The day begins its loop, but I'm still somewhere inside the music. I watch the sky turn blue like memories stored, and in that quiet between heartbeats I realize peace was never loud. It was always here, humming beneath the chaos, waiting for me to listen. So I walk again, no rush, no destination, just me. The pulse of the city and the soft percussion of rain on glass. Every step becomes a note, every breath a verse, every thought a quiet solo fading into dawn.
The city hums beneath the neon glow, a restless animal breathing smoke and memory. The pavement glistens from last night's rain, echoing footsteps of dreamers and ghosts. Somewhere a saxophone cries from an open bar, its notes curling into the fog like cigarette smoke. Time slows, dissolves, then melts again into the rhythm of flickering lights. I walk with hands in my pockets, feeling the pulse of midnight. In every crack of concrete, the air tastes like secrets and whiskey, sweet and heavy, the scent of stories untold. A stranger passes, a perfume lingering, a small reminder that loneliness has textures. Taxi headlights slice the dark, painting faces that fade as quickly as they appear. The city never asks your name, it just lets you wander, lets you disappear among its veins of gold and gray. Every alley whispers a confession, every window hides a life I'll never know. I am both everyone and no one, a silhouette swallowed by electric skies. I find comfort in anonymity, in the jazz that plays from nowhere and everywhere. The bass thumps like a tired heart, the cymbals sigh like rain on glass. A piano trembles in a smoky room, each note another drop in the ocean of night. The singer closes her eyes as she leans into the mic, her voice slow and aching like velvet wrapping around a wound. She sings of love that left on a train at dawn, of promises folded in the pockets of a faded coat. Final line, and the streetlights flicker as if in applause. I keep walking, tracing invisible patterns, chasing reflections in puddles of light. A newspaper drifts past my feet, today's story's already forgotten. I think about how the city writes its own poetry, not in words but in sighs, horns and the hum of power lines. In the distance a siren sings its blue lament. A man argues with himself beneath the bridge. Someone laughs too loudly in a passing cab. The world spins inside, and I drift through it, a note in an endless passage. Some nights I imagine the city breathing in sync with me. Each inhale lighting up another street. Maybe that's why I keep coming back. It feels alive when everything else feels still. The moon hides behind glass towers, its reflection breaking into fragments across the river. I throw a pebble and watch the ripples distort the skyline. Even the stars seem to hum tonight. There's beauty in the chaos here, the kind that hurts a little when you stare too long. The traffic lights change like metronomes, and I time my steps to their rhythm. Every corner hums a different tune. A busker with an old trumpet, a window with a record spinning slow, a heartbeat lost in the static of passing trains. I think of the faces I've met and forgotten their laughter stored in the city static. Every fleeting glance, another verse in a song too long to remember. The city never stops composing, and we its wanderers are the chords it plays between the silence. Sometimes I stop beneath the street lamp and close my eyes to listen to the tireless rhythm, to the harmony of loneliness and desire. Somewhere above, a plane cuts across the clouds, its light fading like an unresolved chord. I wonder where it's going, and if someone there looks down and sees this same trembling sea of light. The night deepens but never truly ends. Shadows stretch and merge with the dawn. The world exhales, tired but alive. A shopkeeper pulls down his shutters. A couple argue softly in the rain. A cat darts through the alley and I keep walking, drawn forward by the invisible rhythm of it all. Every step feels like part of a song I didn't know I was playing. I hum without thinking, a quiet melody that belongs to no one. It mingles with the city's noise, becoming something bigger, freer. The kind of song you can't record, the kind that disappears when the sun rises. At the riverbank I stop again. The skyline trembles in the water, all silver and gold and smoke. I light a cigarette and watch the ember burn. A small, fragile sun in my hand. The smoke curls upward, dancing its way into the infinite. I think of all the people awake right now, the lonely, the lost, the lovers, each living their own verse of the night. That's what the city really is. 1,000 stories playing at once. A jazz ensemble of souls improvising in real time. Some in rhythm, some out of tune, but all part of the same grand sound sweep. And as I listen, I feel myself dissolve into it, becoming both silence and song. Somewhere dawn begins to bloom behind the building. The lights grow tired, the music softens. A faint breeze carries the scent of bread and coffee. The city stretches and yawns, ready to start again. Pretending it slept, I smile to myself, because I know it never does. The city never sleeps, it just changes key. Slides down the buildings like spilled wine, slow and heavy, staining everything it touches. The air tastes of brass and memory, and the city hums a tune that no one wrote. Every alley breathes in blue minor, Every window glows like a silent stage light. I walk alone, coat collar up, the rhythm of my steps blending into the hush. The pavement glistens like a vinyl record, each puddle spinning back a reflection of the past. A car passes, bassline low, steady, and I swear the sound syncs with my heartbeat. The street lamp flickers, somewhere a trumpet cries softly, its voice bending like it's remembering something. The wind carries it thin, trembling honest. It feels like an apology that came too late. There's a club still open down the block, its sign flickering in tied neon blue velvet. I push the door and step into warm smoke wraps around me like an old melody. The room breathes in sync with the drums, the piano hums, the bass murmurs, and every face looks both lost and found. The singer stands near the mic, eyes closed, glass in hand. Her voice slides like silk soaked in bourbon. It doesn't reach for high notes, it drifts slow and intimate like a secret meant only for those still awake. She sings of love that never came home, her letters burned, a perfume on old coats. And I realize she isn't singing for us, she's singing for herself, for the quiet ache that keeps her alive. Every syllable falls like a raindrop on the soul. I take a seat by the bar, the bartender nods, pours without asking. He knows what kind of night this is, the kind that doesn't need words, only rhythm. The glass is cool, the liquid warm, the moment infinite. Behind the smoke I see her, the one I once knew, not the singer but the memory behind her eyes. The echo of someone who used to hum in tune with me. We were both melody, once bright, reckless, alive. But music doesn't stay, it fades, it morphs, it hides between the beats. Now she's just another note I keep hearing when it rains. The band leans deeper into the groove, the bass walks slow, the drums brush the silence. The pianist's left hand finds melancholy and makes it sound like desire. Everything moves together, yet nothing holds still. That's the truth of jazz, it teaches you how to lose beautifully. Ooh, the room sways in amber light, a couple dances near the corner, their shadows long and trembling. They move like they've forgiven each other but haven't said it yet. And that too is music. I close my eyes and let the rhythm take me. Every note is a street I've walked before, every pause a memory I never finished. She once said, music is the only thing that knows how I feel. I didn't understand then. Now sitting here in this soft chaos of sound, I do. Outside the rain returns, light tapped and syncopated. It joins the music seamlessly, as if the city itself decided to play along. The street becomes percussion, the wind a bass line, the night an endless composition. The singer finishes her song, the last note hovers fragile as breath. No one claps, we just let it hang there, suspended between sound and silence, because breaking it would feel like a sin. She opens her eyes, meets mine across the dim light, and for a heartbeat we both recognize something, a rhythm, a regret, a memory still swaying inside the chest. Then it's gone, the moment dissolves into the chatter, into the clinking of glasses, into the slow reset of time. But that's what jazz does best, it makes the fleeting feel eternal. I leave the bar quietly, the door side shut behind me, and the street greets me with cool air. Rain glistens on the asphalt, each droplet a pulse of the song still playing inside. The city stretches wide and alive, breathing, swinging, forgiving. I light a cigarette, the smoke curls upward, draws shapes in rhythm. Somewhere in the silence, in the way we keep walking to the rhythm of something we'll never name, but always feel. It always feels.
city hums beneath the neon glow. A restless animal breathing smoke and memory. The pavement glistens from last night's rain, echoing footsteps of dreamers and ghosts. Somewhere a saxophone cries from an open bar, its notes curling into the fog like cigarette smoke. Time slows, dissolves, then melts again into the rhythm of flickering lights. I walk with hands in my pockets, feeling the pulse of midnight in every crack of concrete. The air tastes like secrets and whiskey, sweet and heavy, the scent of stories untold. A stranger passes, her perfume lingering, a small reminder that loneliness has texture. Taxi headlights slice the dark, painting faces that fade as quickly as they appear. The city never asks your name, it just lets you wander, lets you disappear among its veins of golden gray. Every alley whispers a confession, every window hides a life I'll never know. I am both everyone and no one, a silhouette swallowed by electric skies. I find comfort in anonymity, in the jazz that plays from nowhere and everywhere. The bass thumps like a tired heart, the cymbals sigh like rain on glass. The piano trembles in a smoky room, each note another drop in the ocean of night. The singer closes her eyes as she leans into the mic, her voice slow and aching like velvet wrapping around a wound. Oh, and she sings of love that left on a train at dawn, of promises folded in the pockets of a faded coat. Outside the wind carries the echo of her final line, and the street lights flicker as if in applause. I keep walking, tracing invisible patterns, tracing reflections and puddles of light. A newspaper drifts past my feet. Today's story's already forgotten. I think about how the city writes its own poetry, not in words but in sighs. Horns and the hum of power lines. In the distance a siren sings its blue lament. A man argues with himself beneath the bridge. Someone laughs too loudly in a passing cab. The world spins and sighs, and I drift through it, a note in an endless infrastructure. Some nights I imagine the city breathing in sync with me, each inhale lighting up another street. Maybe that's why I keep coming back. It feels alive when everything else feels still. The moon hides behind glass towers, its reflection breaking into fragments across the river. I throw a pebble and watch the ripples distort the skyline. Even the stars seem to hum tonight. There's beauty in the chaos here, that kinda hurts a little when you stare too long. The traffic lights change like metronomes, and I time my steps to their rhythm. Every corner hums a different tune. A busker with an old trumpet, a window with a record spinning slow, a heartbeat lost in the static of passing trains. I think of the faces I've met and forgotten, their laughter stored in the city static. Every fleeting glance, another verse in a song too long to remember. The city never stops composing, and we, its wanderers, are the chords it plays between the silence. Sometimes I stop beneath the street lamp and close my eyes to listen to the tireless rhythm, to the harmony of loneliness and desire. Somewhere above, a plane cuts across the clouds, its light fading like an unresolved chord. I wonder where it's going, and if someone there looked us down. The shopkeeper pulls down his shutters. A couple argue softly in the rain. A cat darts through the alley, and I keep walking, drawn forward by the invisible rhythm of it all. Every step feels like part of a song. I didn't know I was playing. I hum without thinking, a quiet melody that belongs to no one. It mingles with the city's noise, becoming something bigger, freer. The kind of song you can't record, the kind that disappears when the sun rises. At the riverbank I stop again. The skyline trembles in the water, all silver and gold and smoke. I light a cigarette and watch the ember burn. A small, fragile sun in my hand. The smoke curls upward, dancing its way into the sun. Siege, I think of all the people awake right now. The lonely, the lost, the lovers, each living their own verse of the night. Maybe that's what the city really is. 1,000 stories playing at once. A jazz ensemble of souls improvising in real time. Some in rhythm, some out of tune, but all part of the same grand snare skank. And as I listen, I feel myself dissolving to it, becoming both silence and song. Somewhere dawn begins to bloom behind the buildings. The lights grow tired, the music softens. A faint breeze carries the scent of bread and coffee. The city stretches and yawns, ready to start again. Pretending it had slept, I smile to myself, because I know it ever does.
The night slides down the buildings like spilled wine, slow and heavy, staining everything it touches. The air tastes of brass and memory, and the city hums a tune that no one wrote. Every alley breathes in blue minor, every window glows like a silent stage light. I walk alone, coat collar up, the rhythm of my steps blending into the hush. The pavement glistens like a vinyl record, each puddle spinning back, a reflection of the past. A car passes, baseline low, steady, and I swear the sound syncs with my heartbeat. The street lamp flickers, somewhere a trumpet cries softly, its voice bending like it's remembering something. The wind carries it, thin, trembling, honest. It feels like an apology that came too late. There's a club still open down the block, its sign flickering in tired neon blue velvet. I push the door and step into warmth. Smoke wraps around me like an old melody. The room breathes in sync with the drums. The piano hums, the bass murmurs, and every face looks both lost and found. The singer stands near the mic, eyes closed, glass in hand. Her voice slides like silk soaked in bourbon. It doesn't reach for high notes, it drifts low and intimate, like a secret meant only for those still awake. She sings of love that never came home, of letters burned, of perfume on old coats. And I realize she isn't singing for us, she's singing in for herself, for the quiet ache that keeps her alive. Every syllable falls like a raindrop on the soul. I take a seat by the bar, the bartender nods, pours without asking. He knows what kind of night this is, the kind that doesn't need words, only rhythm. The glass is cool, the liquid warm, the moment infinite. Behind the smoke I see her, the one I once knew, not the singer, but the memory behind her eyes. The echo of someone who used to hum in tune with me. We were both melody once, bright, reckless, alive. But music doesn't stay, it fades, it morphs, it hides between the beats. Now she's just another note I keep hearing when it rains. The band leans deeper into the groove, the bass walks slow, the drums brush the silence. The pianist's left hand finds melancholy and makes it sound like desire. Everything moves together yet nothing holds still. That's the truth of jazz, it teaches you how to lose beautifully. The room sways in amber light, a couple dancers near the corner, the shadows long and trembling. They move like they've forgiven each other but haven't said it yet, and that too is music. I close my eyes and let the rhythm take me. Every note is a street I've walked before, every pause a memory I never finished. She once said, music is the only thing that knows how I feel. I didn't understand then. Now sitting here in this soft chaos of sound, I do. Outside the rain returns, light tapping syncopated. It joins the music seamlessly, as if the city itself decided to play along. The street becomes percussion, the wind a bass line, the night an endless composition. The singer finishes her song. The last note hovers, fragile as breath. No one claps, we just let it hang there, suspended between sound and silence. But breaking it would feel like a sin. She opens her eyes, meets mine across the dim light, and for a heartbeat we both recognize something. A rhythm, a regret, a memory still swaying inside the chest. Then it's gone. The moment dissolves into the chatter, into the clinking of glasses, into the slow reset of time. But that's what jazz does best, it makes the fleeting feel eternal. I leave the bar quietly, the door side shut behind me, and the street greets me with cool air. Rain glistens on the asphalt, each droplet a pulse of the song still playing inside. The city stretches wide and alive, breathing, swinging, forgiving. I light a cigarette, the smoke curls upward, draws shapes in rhythm. Somewhere a siren wails in perfect pitch. Somewhere someone is laughing out of key, and it all fits, it all swings. As I walk, I hum the tune she left behind. It's incomplete, but maybe that's the point. The best songs never end, they linger, haunting the space between what was and what could be. The night fades, pale dawn plays its own quiet chord, soft and slow. The sky blushes and I can hear the rhythm changing again. I take one last look back at the bar, the neon still humming, and whisper to no one, play it again. Because even when it's over, the groove remains, it always remains. In the smoke, in the silence, in the way we keep walking to the rhythm of something we'll never name, but always feel.
The night unfolds like silk, slow and deliberate. A cigarette ember drips orange into the dark outside. The street hums in soft percussion, rain brushing against the asphalt in perfect 4/4. I move through the smoke, every breath tasting like brass and bourbon. The city doesn't sleep, it exhales rhythm, every window a blue note, Every footstep a syncopation of memory. Somewhere a bass player hums along with his strings, fingers moving like whispers across time. I know that sound, the ache between beats, where everything true hides. The bartender polishes the glass until it gleams like moonlight. He doesn't talk, doesn't need to. We share the kind of silence musicians crave, full breathing, sacred in it. The air vibrates with everything unsaid. She walks in, all red shadow and perfume. The room bends slightly toward her gravity. Her heels strike the floor like a hi-hat, sharp, precise, intoxicating. She doesn't smile, she glows, and for a moment the music hesitates, as if to remember her from another lifetime. She orders something dark, something slow. Her hand brushes mine and I feel the downbeat shift. My pulse sinks with the saxophone sigh, low and slow like melted honey. We speak in glances, trading stories we'll never tell. The pianist leans into the keys, notes strip like rain on the edge of a roof. No rush, every tone lingers heavy with want. He plays like someone who lost something and found it again. And sound around us, laughter curls like smoke, soft and fading. Before it lands, the lights are low, the air thick with the smell of vinyl and secrets. The song stretches, flexes, wraps around us like silk sheets and half-truths. I wonder how many nights have been born and buried in this same rhythm. How many hearts broke quietly to a minor seven. How many promises dissolved in the dim glow of a trumpet solo. She leans closer, her words slide into the space between beats. They don't make sense, but they feel right, like the hush before a crash of cymbals. Her eyes shimmer, half reflection, half dream. We talk about nothing, which is to say everything. The way music talks when the world forgets to listen. The way silence becomes a groove of its own. Outside a taxi sighs, our hormones in D-flat. The rhythm of the city keeps us honest. Even chaos finds tempo tonight. I close my eyes and let the groove take over. The bass crawls beneath my ribs. The drums tap on my veins. The keys glide like soft fingertips on old skin. It's not a song anymore, it's a confession without words. We move without moving, swaying in a rhythm we didn't choose. Her laughter lands on the beat perfectly, like it's been rehearsed by fate. The world spins lazy circles around us, and everything feels tuned, finally in key. The night deepens, a trumpet cries somewhere behind the bar. No spotlight, no stage, just the kind of honesty that burns quiet, the kind that doesn't ask for applause. I think of the first time I heard real jazz, not the notes, but the silence after them. That sacred pause where truth hides, that's where she lives now. Between my breath and the next chord, the room spins out, chairs empty, glasses dry. But the music keeps playing even when no one listens, especially then. She stands to leave and I feel the rhythm falter, just slightly like a skip groove. Her perfume lingers longer than goodbye. She walks into the rain, and the city swallows her whole. The band doesn't stop, they play softer, deeper, like morning, dressed as melody. I sit with my drink and let the sound fill the spaces she left. Jazz is cruel that way, it gives you everything only to take it back, leaving you grateful for the loss. The drummer brushes ghosts from the snare, the bassist hums low,
slow, holding the world steady. And I realize somewhere in that slow descent that I don't need her name, I just need this moment, this groove, this ache that swings. The lights dim further, turning the room into a memory. The final note bends and fades, hanging in the air like a question, and I answer with silence, because silence is music too, if you've lived enough to hear it. Outside, dawn paints the street in soft blue. The rain stops, leaving rhythm behind. I light another cigarette, watch the smoke curl into the sky like treble clef. And as the city wakes, the groove remains somewhere inside, still pulsing. Soft, eternal truth.